I'll So yeah, about this problem, we're gonna solve the five longest palindromic substring. I have solved this problem. Okay, I didn't know that this is a medium problem. So guys, I actually looked at the solution because I tried a lot to solve this problem by myself, but I couldn't come up with a solution that comes in the time constraint. So that solution which I was, and I think most of you guys would have probably came up initially was with time was the solution having time complexity of big O of n cube. I couldn't come up with a solution with a better time complexity, so I eventually gave up and looked online for the solutions, and I think I came up with a pretty good and intelligent solution which was having complexity of big O of n square. So let's just get on to with that. Okay, I'll clear the Canva. Yep. So the string we are given here, for example, is P A P A T. So we need to find a longest palindromic substring, right? So the first thing, the I think it is one of the classical problems. So I'll just type over here, right? It is a classical problem. There's a very high chance that we someone asks this question in interview. So I think it's important to maybe learn, memorize the solution. I know it's not what lead code stands for, but like it wouldn't hurt to learn the solution. Anyway, so yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is the one of the strings given to us in the test case. Now, actually, we are gonna solve this question in such a way that we need to solve it in big of the initially was big of n cube, but now we want less than that, so I came up with big of n square. So to solve this big of n square problem, we can see that in order to find a substring, the basic idea is that the string, for example, let's assume that the string is, you can see that the string is BABE, right? We can see it's a substring. So if it is a palindrome, clearly the middle element is A, and the elements which are on the right and the left must be similar, must be same exactly. For example, right, the element exact just right immediate on the right and immediate on the left of the middle element are same, and so on. Like this must go until the string ends on both sides, just on the both side. You're getting my point, right? So it shouldn't be like it's just B A B, but there's also another element like A, but there's no element. So that's just gonna not work. It's not a substring. The substring is that it should end simultaneously and the elements must be same. Correct. So now, so what we can consider is that actually we are gonna consider an odd length and an even length situation. Actually, that's how we're gonna solve this problem. So we might consider a case that it has an, okay, not gonna use this one. So it has an odd length, so we can see that this has an odd length. So we are gonna actually loop over we are gonna consider every element, and then we are gonna expand the string, the substring which we are covering from in left direction and the right direction, right? For example, I'm considering this case B. Can see that there's no element on the left, but there's an element on the right. So this is the only substring we have. We're gonna move on to the A1. A index, you can see there's one element over here. There's one element over here, and they're same. So that is a substring, and then it ends over here. Similarly with B, we can see. So basically, we're traversing and spreading our pointers from left to extreme left and from just right to extreme right, so that contains the complexity of big O of n, and we are doing this for every character in our string, so that makes its time complexity n square, like multiplied by n, right? So it is gonna make it n square. So this is how we implement this solution. Now the tricky part, the one that classical makes it a classical problem is that what if it is even? If it is even, so we are not gonna consider the middle, we are gonna consider left, we are gonna consider two pointers, left and right, and then since we know it is of middle length, right? So first you're gonna check if these two elements are similar, we are gonna consider them as the middle one. So if they are middle, so they have to be similar, right? For example, the string that we can form is a four letter string, and even letter string is this. So we are considering these to be the middle elements, so they must be equal, and the element just to the right of this and just to the left of this pointer and just to the right of this must be same, and then it will form an even length substring. This is how we're gonna solve this problem. I think it is a good problem and an important one. I'll simply mark this problem. Where do I mark a problem? How do I add this problem somewhere? The lead code does give me a way to add problems, right? If I remember correctly. How do I star mark this problem? What the fuck? Anyway, so let's get on with it. So we're gonna first loop over all the elements, all the so I'm just gonna create a B A B A D. This is one of the strings for even, for actually odd, and for another they have given us this string which was blessing to look into it. CBD, yeah. I equal to 0, we are gonna loop every element until we get there, we're gonna just basically go through the every character in the string. Now we are going through it. Now we are gonna consider it as the middle element, right? Let's consider the case where we are, so let's create actually two pointers left. Let's actually consider an odd length first, I think. And let's consider an even less. We're gonna consider first. Let's consider odd length. I think, yeah, odd length. No, actually, I'm not gonna write this. Yeah, actually, let's write it. It's gonna be better for you guys to understand odd length, and even for me, to be honest. So now I need to create two pointers while left. What should there? I need to create one pointer, right? Well, actually, there has to be two pointers left. Let's create two pointers left, which is pointing to int left, which is pointing to I, and same as right, which is pointing to I. Yep. So while left is greater than equal to 0 and right is less than n, I'm just gonna create an n over here where n is the size. Obviously, if it is greater than the size, then the right pointer will be out of bound, right? And s of left is equal to s of right. So while these two elements are equal, I can move left minus minus, right plus plus, right? And while they're equal, I can create maybe let's just create a counter for let's just create int length for odd, which is gonna be, obviously it will be 1. In the worst case, there will be a palindrome. There is only one palindrome, right? Okay, there's also one, right? So now length of odd here becomes maximum of length of odd there was, and the length we get from left minus right. Am I right? For example, it will go over 0, like 1 to 0, then 2. Then it will be 2, right? Yet I need to add plus 1 over here to make it a string. Because here these are all the indexes, well, it doesn't matter, but the difference will be 2, right? So I need to add 1. Yeah, this will make actually the correct length. Now when I'm moving over to here, I need to update it, and left will be I, but I will make right actually equal to I plus 1, right? And now while again left should be greater than equal to 0, and right should be less than n, and s of left, oh wow, actually it is the same. as one. Yeah, left. Why didn't I do that before? Yeah, I could have written a function that takes it. Wow, length of underscore of odd is equal to maximum of length. Well, actually, I don't even have to create two because I am getting a string, right? Actually, yeah, length. I don't want to create. I can just create. Think I don't need two function. Let's just call it maxi, just one. Okay, let's just call this even here maxi. So maxi actually will be maxi left and maxi will come over here. Maxi it will become and the string will actually the left that since we are considering an even, right? But this wherever my pointer is, it's actually these two functions are exactly same. Yeah, and here I will return maxi. This is exactly same. Okay, I forgot to mention. I think I'm getting an error. Let's figure out return maxi. Oh, I need to return string. Oh. I need to return string, right? Okay, let's do one thing. If maxi is equal to left minus right plus 1, I can just update the string maybe. Let's create a new string which is calling let's call it result. It should be first empty, but if it is actually should put over here and then I will result is equal to substring with s dot begin plus left where I'm considering that as the index to the one s dot begin plus right plus one and same goes over here. I'll just copy this up. I should have just copied it down, man. And I'm not returning this, I'm actually returning result. Oopsie, yeah. I think I mistakenly pressed Control R or this some for some reason. Yeah, I think this should work. So why am I considering maximum? What happened? It's str declared here. What? How do I take substring y? Sub substring in C++. Yeah, substring. Yeah, str right? Position and then length. Well, actually, oh, position and then length. Okay. My bad. Position is this, and length is actually left minus right. Listen, this is hard to remember, भाई. Index foundation क्या होती है? Because in some I think languages both of them are initial and the end. अरे, but substring ऐसे ही तो लिखा है, guys. I need to store. अरे, that's what I'm doing. Oh, so you need to define it like this. Oh, okay. There's no pointer I used here. It's actually the left index. It's actually just numbers, not an iterator in this. How would I remember this, bhai? There's no way one can remember that. What the fuck, भाई? अरे यार S1 dot भाई देख तो सही यार. How would this know which string we are considering? Fuck. So it is actually S. ऐसी था ना वो? Yeah, S. And S dot S sucks भाई. रिटर्न नहीं करा क्या मैंने? oh I'm returning over here, sorry. So many mistakes, guys. And yeah, so many mistakes. If is this even going inside this one? Why is this left minus? Why it should be right minus left, right? And similarly this part, let's copy it from here. See, let's paste it over here. Let's place it over here. Now let's run this. Wait, the change is right. Runtime error, very good. But how is this going out of range, bhai? Because here it shouldn't. Or maybe this part is going out of range. Maybe. Now see, this is where I'm debugging by just randomly doing stuff, not actually putting my brains to see where I could have gone wrong. Yup, see. Yeah, where is this problem? Terminate throwing an instance out of range. Huh? Why is this out of range, bhai? Okay, let's do one thing. I don't even want to consider that. Let's create a, forget this part. Why not I just append it. Let's create a string over here. I think so. This is my string, right? So if this is coming over here, this is becoming a palindrome, right? And let's go over here inside this string. Maybe let's just call it each case के लिए क्या लिखूँ? Temp, yeah. Let's just call this temp, right? Now if this is the, I'll just make sure that temp is equal to, I will append if these both are equal, right? So this means that temp में मैं push करूँगा. I need to push something to how do I add an element on the front of the string? Add an character at the start in C++. That just fucks by. Acha, yeah, there is no way to use it, right? Yeah. It's still gonna take big O of n. Actually, this was where I came from the solution, right? Okay, I think I'm gonna get a very good error on this. इसमें इसने कहते सिंपली ले लिया भाई. सबस्ट्रिंग कितने प्यारे तरीके से लिया है. अच्छा एक मिनट, दिस मेड अ मिस्टेक. think so. Ignore, can I go to the reverse part where I didn't make those changes? Oh yeah, actually I need to add I think first, right? Similarly because I need to first. Something's better than fucking nothing. भाई इसमें substring कैसे निकालूं मेरे को बस ये बता दो that's where I made a mistake. Now I know. Plus one. This is it. But E for even cases, right? Yeah, I fucked up. No, no, that's not how you do it. There has to be actually a better way to take a substring. इसने बोला you need to put the starting index and the length of the string that we can get. So the length I have put a starting index over here. It is left, so I'm gonna start and I need to get how many. Is there not plus one over here? Why? Hmm. So that case worked, but the output in this. Oh, ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਰਤਾ ਤੇ ਰਤਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੂੰ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲਗਾ ਕਿ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਲਣਾ ਕਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ. Achha, but in this case, right, when it's going over here, the max 1, 2, so it's gonna always be 2, right? If maximum is actually it should be less than or equal to. If the length is less than or equal to, then it should be like that. Yeah, not fuck it. Left मेरा यहाँ पे था 0 का. लेफ्ट था मेरा यहाँ पे. पर्सनालिटी है मेरे को लगता. If maximum is equal to 1, 2, 1 here. Personality नहीं है. क्या कह रहा हूँ? What the fuck is going on, भाई? I think I'm messing up something. Yeah, obviously I'm messing when I'm on the even, right? This one and this one are equal. Now when I'm saying that this and this are equal, so it's over here. These two are equal. Now if maximum is less than, maximum should be less than, should be at 1. Yep, it is set as 1. It's not gonna fucking change. Is less than the right minus left. The right is there, this the 2. So the substring will be left and then it's gonna go consider two strings over here. This and max. So but yeah, so it has considered those two strings here. But maximum then become. What have I done? What the fuck is this code, bhai? Should be up above. To be like this. Rubbish code I've written. Yeah, exactly. What fuck? What the fuck was that, bhai? क्या code लिखा था भाई? Thank you guys for solving. I think you guys would have picked that out already. So basically what I'm doing is when I'm going inside each loop, I'm seeing if the maximum value is less than the string that I'm getting. This palindromic string that I'm getting, right? I need to consider that first. If it is happening, then I will take actually maximum. If it is happening, I will get that string and at the end I can even put this inside this over here so I don't have to use maximum, but actually I think I can put it inside over there. It's not gonna make a difference, right? And put this inside the if loop in both the cases, but I think the sense that it makes it, then I will want to change the maximum length that I'm getting. So the maximum length will change in every scenario, and then I'm considering the new length. Then I will change the iterators, and once then indexes are changed, I will check again if that new loop is a palindromic. So I think you got the idea. I'll just write even length over here. This was actually a pretty decent problem to solve, not gonna lie. This was actually, I had to look at the solution before in order to solve this problem, so this was definitely. I solved this problem, right? I want to see my submissions. Wow. TLE, TLE, TLE. I solved this problem exists more than a year ago, and I solved this on two different dates, and I feel like I looked at the solution. Okay, the 14%. Wow, I definitely don't think I looked at the solution because the way I'm doing, oh, I've used substring over here, yes. J start. Substring was the index and the length of the substring that I want. I feel like I didn't look at the solution in this case because it looks to me that but this is then highly complicated. This is a very easy solution, but this is very difficult to come up with as well. Like, no way in the first case you would have considered even length, odd length, considering the substring, considering the palindrome from the middle and not looking at two sides. How about it? Wait, can we use window problem on this? No, we can't because there's no way to figure out which one to reduce. Yeah, you can't even use sliding window on this. I think this is the best thing. I don't know what I did over here, but it looked to me. I think I print it 0, 0, and I'm considering both of them like this. And what is this result dot size? Why? It's a string, okay. Obviously, which is I think empty. Then if it is greater than that, okay. I am gonna consider this as a string, and if it is a wait, what? I'm considering that these two elements are 8. It's saying that if these two elements are equal, then I'm considering that it is a substring. Why am I doing this? And why is this running? I'm saying I'm getting substring over here, but BO of n square, but then I'm again checking, right? So basically I'm consider looking at the string and measuring, oh, looking and considering the last two the substring, and then I'm considering this is a buggy, I think. Yeah, this is what. So basically, in this problem, I've checked in the solution I've written right now in this video. I'm considering a palindrome from the middle, right? Like expanding the spreading my palindrome and checking if it is a palindrome and spreading if it is. But in this problem, I'm looking at them from side view. So basically, I'm looking at the boundary, uh, the corner character of a string, like here I'm looking like B, like yeah, B and P, and then I'm going inwards and checking if it still is a palindrome. So that's why I think its complexity is way less. Yeah, anyways, thanks for the video, guys. I'm gonna stop recording now. Bye.